to Van Nuys, California. We're at Woodley Park for the Spring Fling Mopar event. This is all the cool Mopars that you can, these are all the cool Mopars west of the Mississippi. They all come here for one event in the spring every year. So today at the Spring Fling, we're going to see some really cool cars. We're going to see some survivors, see some cool trucks and vans, and see a bunch of awesome Mopar vehicles. Now, in California, Mopar vehicles are a little bit more rare than the other like classic Chevys and Fords. Not quite sure why that is, but it's always cool to see a large collection of Mopar vehicles getting together. So we're gonna start today at the Hemi Survivor tent. And we're also I wanna show you the cool Joe Dirt vehicle. So we're gonna switch over so I can show you these cool cars. It's a really cool Charger, but right next to it is a vehicle that was used in the movie Joe Dirt. At least that's what they're saying. Pretty cool. I'm gonna go ahead and get a closer shot of this car. Now here you can see his Instagram right there. Cool. So let's go ahead and head over to the Hemi Survivor tent. I want to check out what's going on in there. Okay, so here's a 71 Hemi Roadrunner. Nice. Okay. Here's a 66 Hemi Satellite.
I just had to ask you a question. That's what we did, yeah. It's very rare to have your original car you had.
Does it look familiar from your childhood?
Roadrunner.
Let's go look at it. Okay.
These guys just were screwed.
Great to have all the documentation. I don't have a broadcast.
All right, 70 Hemi Cuda here.
That's another just oddity on this car. Something you don't see very often.
Thank you for joining me. We're at the Spring Fling Mopar event in Van Nuys, California. Tons of cool Mopar cars here today.
Only automatic. There's 3 others.
This is like kind of a bonus live stream. I wasn't really feeling that well today, so I wasn't sure I was going to film this, but I'm glad it came out. Some really cool cars here.
Also, just send me a quick text.
Yeah, he's a good guy, and he has a very, very complete collection. Because at first I thought it was just like the magazine. It's the dealer brochure. Yeah, it's awesome.
I have a matchbook and a postcard.
Nice. Yeah.
Yes, Woodley Park. This is today. We're live at Woodley Park in Van Nuys, California for Spring Fling. This is the second day. I was hoping to make it here yesterday, wasn't able to, but luckily it's 2 days, and so we get to check out some really cool cars here. Okay. Thanks for the like.
Maybe it is.
Yeah, I haven't been to this event before, but looks like a good turnout. We did have some rain, so I wasn't sure how many people were going to come out with the rain. And hopefully it's not too windy for you guys. I have a microphone, but I don't have a, I don't know what that thing is called. Anyway, let me know if it gets too windy. Wow. There's some really cool cars here today. And I honestly you don't see a lot of Mopar in California, so I'm always excited to see a gathering. Oh my God, sorry, I just fell in a hole. Sorry for that, guys. There are gopher holes everywhere. I'm not used to that. Used to filling in asphalt, not grass. Anyway, the cars look gorgeous in this light. No glare or anything. Perfect filming conditions since it's not raining. All right, so I think the first section we're going to be headed into are the NASCAR vehicles. So let's check those out. Hopefully the signal is okay. It looks like it could be a little choppy, so I'll try to slow down. You're welcome, Alva, sorry. Okay, so we'll walk by. Let's check out this one first. We have to. So this is a B body, the 1970 Plymouth Roadrunner. Well, if you didn't know it was a Roadrunner, you might be able to tell by that hood ornament. So this is probably, I think this is my favorite car of the show. I have to see if I can save a highlight or something. We're definitely going to use this for a weird Wednesday, or WTF is it? Well, we know what it is. It's a Roadrunner. Oh, look at the bees even landing on it. Okay. All right, I'm glad we walked by this first. This is very cool. Very cool cars here today. That was funny, a bee landing on the bee body. Okay. And then we'll switch over to the NASCAR vehicles. There is a group of Mopar enthusiasts that you'll see them at the Long Beach swap meet. And that's next week, Long Beach. So I'm hoping to do a live next week if possible. The Long Beach swap meet, that's the only major one that's going on this month because Pomona is closed due to the LA County Fair. And that's usually what the biggest swap meets. So. And we are by the airport, so we might hear some noise from that, but let's check out these NASCAR vehicles now. This is cool. Oh, I love seeing them all lined up like that. Look at that.
Taking a picture of his butt.
Oh no, I'm taking a picture of the car's butts. No, no, I didn't even notice him bending over until right now. Not on purpose. I just love seeing you don't see that very often. All the fins lined up. It's so cool. Gotta love car guys. They're so fun. Like, no, I wasn't taking a picture of his butt. So I'm always interested, sorry for the loud jet noise. I'm not sure how I'm going to be able to deal with that, guys. I haven't filmed here before. I didn't know how loud the jets were, but let's go check out the information on the Superbird. All right, it's originally from Colorado. What do you think of that paint? I like it. I know yellow is not for everybody, but oh, and he's got the coyote in the back. Let me show you that. There's coyote in the back. So thanks for joining today. I think you can hear me again, hopefully, without all the noise. I really wish there was something I could do about that, because I know it must be quite irritating hearing all the planes, but this is really gorgeous. I love seeing these cars. Oh, this one's in really good condition. Just beautiful vehicles, and so much love, time, and attention. All right, let's see that lineup of all the fins again, all the wings, whatever you call them. All right. So I like the satellites. I think they're cool cars. There was a guy selling, I think, a purple one a few months back, and it was in good shape too. I still remember some of these cars when they're for sale. Oh, I love seeing that. So $45, $60, $55, which is original price. So cool. I wonder what that is in today's money. That amount, 5,000. I wonder what for comparison. Oh, I'm so sorry. I didn't know somebody sleeping there. Sorry. And you were warning me too, and I'm just like, oh, looking at the car. Sorry. Oh man, I just videoed somebody sleeping in that car. Sorry. Oh, they were trying to warn me. Okay. Like I said, live is fun. You never know what you're gonna see, what's gonna happen. And I'm happy to see as many cars out as there are, because I know it's in Southern California, people don't really bring out their classics when it's raining. And it was raining quite a bit at my house when I left this morning, so cool to see so many people out. So yeah, Long Beach next week is probably the last live I'll be doing for a bit. Long Beach, they do have that swap meet every month, which is great. And then Pomona, it's a little less frequent, and they don't have any this month because they're having the Los Angeles County Fair. So normally it's one of the biggest events. So I'm gonna be doing some other stuff instead. Oh, here's a Dodge for sale, guys, if you're interested. I do like to show a lot of the cars that are for sale, show you what the prices they're charging. Got some rust right there. Let's see. I put some bags or covers over the seats. So I don't see as many of these Chargers around because here in California, I think this is, I forgot the year, but it's probably needs to be smogged. It's a cool car. And then I'll give you guys the information if you're interested. Oh, they want 20,000 or best offer. I can't really zoom in on this, so let me try to walk over. Oh, there's no contact information, so sorry guys, no information, but they were asking 20,000 for that. So it's a 67. I don't see too many 67s around. Cool. All right, well, let's walk back this way because we have a few more cars to see that we haven't spotted yet. Another Charger right here. So, what is your favorite brand of Mopar? Love to hear it from you guys. If you Dodge, Plymouth, what's your favorite? I'd probably say Dodge for me. That's my favorite Mopar. Okay, $5,241.77 when that was new. I love seeing those. I love seeing those sheets. Nice. Is everybody watching on their TV today? I'm guessing. Maybe not able to comment, but yeah, I'd love to hear if you have a favorite Mopar, what it is, if you have one. Would you buy one? Oh, I think he's a little bit far away to run over there, but yeah, he started up over there. That's cool. Okay. I think it would be really fun to own a convertible. I probably wouldn't own it for forever, but it would be nice to have it for the summer. All right. You guys want to hear some of the photos? Got some rust you had to take care of. Nice. Yes, Graybeard, another Roadrunner. I think that most of these are Roadrunners because we're on the B body section. And here's a GTX. So I'll admit it, the Mopar, they're just not as common in California. I'm more of like I know my Chevys and my Fords better than the Mopar. So, just an FYI. Oh, look at all the information on this one. All these special features on this car. Look at this. I'm particularly fond of the wagons. Look at this. This is a really cool wagon. So I'll show you the card right here, the Plymouth Satellite wagon. Wow. 4-wheel disc brakes. So I can't read all of that, but I can pause it and read it. Maybe I'll just start saying plane and then you can turn down the volume for a while. Sorry about the plane noises, guys. We are very close to the airport here.
Yeah, because these are on the other side. And then this. The sports satellite is the same exact thing.
Well-maintained black car. Always, you know, that was in the garage if it was black, and it looks like that. I had a 2016 Hyundai in black, and that taught me never to get a car in black again. Anybody else had an experience with a black car? Looks really cool for a while, and then it just doesn't because it's all scratched. Maybe you're better at maintaining your car. But if you're driving it on the California roads every day, you're gonna get scratched up. Some of these look like they're like drivers. I love that. Nothing cooler than somebody who drives a classic car around, not just like on the weekends, right? Here's that Roadrunner again, if you guys missed it. It's the real Roadrunner. Like I said, I think that's my favorite car of the show. Super cool. Very cool. All right, let's walk by and go check out some other cool cars. They even have the little dust trail on the side. That's cool. So here's a Plymouth Satellite Sebring. Let's check it out. So these are the, wow. I like the color combo. The powder blue exterior. Okay, so these are the, we only have a couple of these 71 to 74 B bodies. I like this one. Another great example of a beautiful black car. All right. So this one is plated from Colorado. I love seeing cars from out of state coming by. That's so cool. I recently went out of state myself to see some cars, and I spotted the very first production Avanti, and that's, I have an Avanti that I'm restoring. So sorry you can't hear me over this loud airplane noise. Very cool. And let's go check out. Sorry. It's fun. Okay, so hopefully you can hear me again, but I'm restoring a 1964 Studebaker Avanti, one of the last ones that was produced. And I actually saw the very first production Avanti at LeMay's America's Car Museum in Tacoma, Washington. I went to Washington State because I headed to Alaska for a nice little vacation. Highly recommend Alaska cruise if you haven't done one. And I'm gonna have a video on my other channel about that, my Monarch Ranch. But anyway, I had to go to Seattle, and I just looked up some car shows the same weekend I was going, and they had a weird and wacky car show by Avant, which is like a, I think somebody who, I think they modify cars up there. And anyway, managed to find in the museum the very first Studebaker Avanti ever produced. So it's beautiful. You'll have to check out that video after this one if you haven't already, because it's a gorgeous car. And they had some other cool, weird cars there. A lot of them were like Japanese and stuff, which I know a lot of people on this channel like the American classics, but some of the Japanese JDM stuff was really cool and worth it to check out. So yeah, I was definitely happy to be able to spot that, and I didn't even know that car was there. And she was like in the pride of place. She had this huge space all around her, like in this huge hall. I mean, she was one of like their top 10 vehicles, it looked like, and I didn't even know. So you never can tell what you're gonna find when you go to these car shows, car museums. And yeah, I highly recommend visiting car museums in your area, or when you go and visit out of state. Like now, whenever I go somewhere for just a vacation or something, I always check, hey, is there a car show going on? And a lot of times there are car shows, like I found just a couple weekends ago. So really cool to check out these events, and we want to keep the classic cars alive. So the more people that go to these events and support them, the more we'll be able to keep these classic cars around, right? So I want to get more people into classic cars, not just people that are, you know, maybe like the original owners, but actually, you know, people that are a little bit younger, like the millennials and Gen Z, you know, get them into more of these awesome cars, because you're not going to make any more of these, that's for sure. they try to bring it back, and I just, the classics are still better. Sorry for current Mopar fans, it's just my opinion. I won't go too much more about that. And there are some current Mopar cars that we'll come across, but we wanted to start off with the awesome classics, of course. Nice Barracuda here. And I love that people, you bring them in all states, Like this guy's working on restoring his, and that's cool. And a lot of times I do like to show the cars that are for sale on my channel. And I think the next video is gonna be kind of like a roundup of the coolest cars I've seen for sale this year. Because I've seen some really nice ones, and I think it'd be cool to show that to everybody. Another Barracuda. Looks like there's the original sheet right here. Oh, it's a scan of the original. Harder to read. $3,336.75. I gotta look up currency and see how much that is in today's dollars. It's really interesting to me, because nowadays you can buy a new car, and the cheapest ones I think are about 20 grand, right? I think it's hard to find one under that amount, like an entry-level car that's not used. Ooh.
My uncle totaled my dad's car when my dad went to the service.
Really like this color. Ooh, I'm sorry, there's a hole there, guys. I almost fell down. Don't mind me, just falling into holes. Okay.
Yeah, it's like the trailer.
Oh, there's broken glass on the ground here. Shoot. Okay.
No, I have it. No, it's a 318. No.
These are beautiful cars. Got some.
Yeah, if you.
Ooh, they did the interior in white.
This one's a 9.
Nice.
69. They go by the markers. I have those don't have them. These are round, and these are rectangles. That's how you can tell what year they are. Yeah. Those two are there's never any 59. There's hardly any of these. There's like
Another gorgeous black car. Oh, I love that detail right there. Nice. Here are a couple Valiants. Cool interior scheme. I like that red and black. So even if it does start raining, the cars are, they have to stay here, I think, through 1 p.m. So that's good. Sometimes when it rains, people just want to leave. I don't want to get my car wet. Very cool. Okay, so I've seen this Dodge truck before. I think at the Azusa car show, could be wrong, but I know I've seen it before, and it's definitely an eye-catching truck. Definitely memorable, and there is a truck next to it that's for sale. So it was, I think it was like $33,000. I got to look at it again, and we're gonna look at it again, obviously. So yeah, this one's not for sale, obviously. This is super cool. I love it. Okay, so let's check out this other Dodge. This is a Power Wagon 200 for sale. I don't see very many of these trucks around Southern California. Sorry, there's mud here. Okay, sorry. Okay. So you don't see very many of these trucks around Southern California, and I definitely don't see the ones with like the double cab. I think that's like less common. But they want $33,000 for it. Here's the phone number, 310-227-3247. I like the color scheme too. And I'm not sure, but that could be an original California plate. So it might be an original California truck, which is pretty rare. Okay, so we're gonna be coming, these are more modern trucks right here. So I'll just kind of skim by this one. We haven't seen these cars. Let's go check out these cars. So, another Valiant. Cool. Very cool. The Rodfathers. Very cool. So I like how they did the glass. It reminds me of the glass in my Avanti, the curved glass. You don't see that anymore, really. They just kind of like the lost art, right? Could be original California car. Looks like the plates could be. Okay. Like I said, always looking for cars for sale. This one that looks like they want something, they're not selling it. I get so excited when I see that they're for sale. Okay. Okay, so they want original, okay, so they're looking for parts for their car. It's a good idea. My car's still not ready to go to a show. Hopefully soon. This one's really cool. I like that there's enough space here in between the cars to walk between them. Sometimes they can't walk between the cars. Oh, and let's check out the original build sheet. So a total $2,977.37. Very cool. One of the least expensive vehicles I've seen with their build sheets. Here. Yeah, this is really cool how they have the pillar is deleted. It's cool. Nice color combo, beautiful. Okay. Here's a 1966 Valiant Signet.
Super cool. The Nardi wheel. You're gonna have to play with it, but when he was looking at it, he's like, I think this actually might be a well, you had the carb with you. It fit the hole.
Very cool. All right, and we made it to another class of cars, so we're gonna check those out too. Yeah, this is a cool show. I will definitely be coming back. I think they have a fall fling as well. So I'll be coming back for that. Very cool. All right, I don't want to disturb these guys. Yeah, nice car. Very cool. See? All right, let's go check out some cars over here. I like all the lineups here. I'll show you some of the lineups. Very cool. All right, let's check out these ones over here. The E-bodies. Okay, so we're gonna, don't want to miss anybody, so we're gonna go head over here. AMX. What do you guys think of the AMX brand? This one's a cool. I love the America theme. Love that they have two of them parked next to each other too. It's so cool.
Probably gonna move farther.
Last show?
Yeah.
Camera?
Oh, yeah, I did see, yeah.
Did you see your girlfriend running around? Molly's here.
Well, pretty good for a base model job. Like I said, it's definitely well, now there is. But other than that, other than being rich and
That was just a Corvette going by.
oh yeah, well, that would be
Maybe he's jealous he can't come to the Mopar show.
Looks like Elmer's glue. Two things that I'll do for him.
whoops.
Oh, right.
Two scratcher box. Like, you want me to give you $2,000 for your car? Threw it right back at you. I was like, I'm walking away from my issue.
Very cool. All right, here's a little gremlin. I gotta tell you, I love the gremlins. I think it's because when I was a kid, you'd see them around and they just look so like cute and friendly. Today is the day history will know as G Day. All right, that's a good, I love it when you have the ads. See? Love the color on this one. Beautiful color. Oh, and a nice speaker setup in the back. Okay, let's check out the Jeep. Cool. I really want to check this out, the Marlin. I don't know if I've seen one of these in person before. I think, the Rambler Marlin. I don't know, how rare are these? Because they're not seen too many. Hi. Super cool. Here's the Machine, he calls this one. Oh man, I love this fun car event, guys. Okay, so these are the ones in progress over here, and then some of the like kind of more modern stuff from the 80s. Works in progress. See, so you see so many people like meeting each other and talking to new people, making new friends. Love car events. Oh, this is for sale, guys. 1973 Dodge Dart. I don't see. Oh, 5,500 or best offer. All right, let's take a look at this, you guys. Let's see. I mean, it looks like it's running. It got here on its own, under its own power. And we'll take a closer look at that sign too. Not as many vehicles for sale here. People love their cars. They're Mopar vehicles. Cool. Let's go check out that sign for you guys. We'll check. There's a rip on the driver's seat. Worn away. Stuff there. Okay, so 818-799-1876 if you're interested. Now here's an interesting PT Cruiser. I've never seen a PT Cruiser with the doors, suicide doors like that. Okay, maybe I was wrong. Maybe I think this might be the winner for the weirdest car I've seen from today's show. Oh, I love it. My dad was gonna buy one of those and he did not, but okay, so what is this again? Chrysler. Hi, Mark. See, I wasn't sure I was gonna be able to do today's live, that's why I didn't want to tell you I was definitely doing it today. But yes, it's good to be back doing another live video, and honestly, the Spring Fling is cool. I'm seeing some vehicles I haven't seen before. Like, I don't know, I honestly, this Conquest, I want to check it out. An 89, okay, so vehicles that are like newer than, anyway, this era of car is not something that you see around too often in California anymore. That's what the point I was trying to make. Ooh, this is the turbo. So what's your favorite decade of Mopar vehicles? For me, I would have to say the 60s. And maybe the 50s, but mostly the 60s. Mark, I did see, if you go back, there was a car for sale. Oh my gosh, I'm already forgetting what kind of car it was for sale. It was only $5,500 for a project, Mark, but that's the only, everybody else that's been selling their car, it's been pretty high. I mean, there is supposed to be a swap meet here, but I didn't see a spot for just cars under the swap meet. Oh, and I apologize for the loud noise right now. So we are at Woodley Park in Van Nuys, which is right next to the airport. So that's why you're going to hear some loud planes going overhead. But we have a few more. Still have some cool cars to show you. This is like a Charger kind of truck thing, a Hemi Ute. I want to show you. It's kind of weird. It's newer than the classic cars I usually show you, but it looks like it's like a police vehicle, or could be a police vehicle, I guess. Oh, sorry, there's somebody in it. So, but yeah. This is my first time spotting one of these. Very cool. And then these are the more, so this was more modern stuff. So I kind of, I'll be honest, I don't really pay attention to that. So let's look at the old stuff. I could be like, yeah, this is a Charger. The Chargers and the Challengers, for me, they all kind of look very similar for all the years that they've been making the modern ones, I mean. So, no offense if that's what you like. They all look the same in my opinion, and I wish that they maybe did some more with the design. Okay, I really want to go check out, there's a couple cool cars kind of spaced out over here. So it looks like there's places for even more cars. And I'm guessing that the weather, it was raining and kind of gloomy. Now I'm guessing that it scared some people off with their cars, but still tons of beautiful vehicles here. And let's go check out. Look at this Chrysler. Nice. Okay. Whoa. Frank Rebel Monday. Wow. Looks like they put some heat shielding in there. I am so disappointed that they shut down the racetrack by my house. The last one in Los Angeles County opened to the public, Irwindale Speedway. I really was hoping to race something other than my daily driver, but they shut that track down at the end of 2024. And I started a petition to try to keep it around, and unfortunately did not work. So, anyway. I think that racing, even though I know it's not necessarily connected to classic cars, people love racing. They're always going to race. It doesn't matter how old you are. You still get that feeling, right? You wanna race. And I think it'd be cool if we kept it so that people could actually race at a track and get some times and keep it off the streets. Thank you, DH. Yeah, I will be attending Fall Fling. Yeah, Fall Fling is going to be cool. I have a feeling that we're getting a late rainstorm right now. This is not normal to have rain at this time of year. Usually it stops in May through October. It doesn't rain. So that's probably, you know what I mean? There'll be even more cars in the fall. Less rain. Oh, this is for sale, guys. So let's walk around and check it out. Yes, it is cool. No, I'm not going to paint it. I like that. I also like the curb feelers. Those are very helpful. Okay. So this might be a deal. Let's see. Okay. So it's a 1953 rat rod. $6,500 or best offer, guys. That's a good price for this. And phone number is 818-799-1876. I think it's a decent price. If it's running, you know, you'll have some work to do in the interior, obviously. But, oh my God, I just walked into a tree. Sorry, guys. Oh God. I pay too much attention to cars and I walk into trees. Thankfully I have my hat on and I didn't poke my eye out. Okay, sorry. Okay. Like I said, I might be a little bit accident prone. It is, Mark. This is a nice Chrysler 300. And they're just such beautiful cars, you know? Like, they can't make them like that anymore. Especially, look at this one. I've rarely seen these. Oh, I love the interior scheme, too. Oh, this is a beautiful car. DeSoto. So you don't see too many of those in California. It's a very striking, stunning car. Yep, I would definitely drive that for sure. Okay. So it looks like we have a couple of cool wagons over here, too. Oh, sorry, this is not a wagon. Yeah, this is a cool event. I definitely am stoked to come here and show you this very cool, the Belvedere. It's always a cool car. Oh. It's good to park your car by a tree. It keeps people from, they'll run into the tree instead of you. Oh, I think these people found a little squirrel. A gopher. I think they're feeding a gopher. Okay. Okay, sorry. Distracted by animals. Okay. Like I said, I love the wagons. Look at the I love that curved window that they did. Look at that. Like I said, they just don't make cars the way they used to. I've thought that since I grew up in the 80s and 90s, and I was like, what are these cars? Why don't they make them beautiful? It looks like we have a CHP car over here. We'll check. Oops, sorry. I just falling in these holes. Okay, check out the production. Ooh, $6,120 for this Chrysler 300F. That was probably the most expensive original car I've seen, I think, at this show with the build sheet. I mean, let's check out this CHP. Oh, I guess this is featured on Jay Leno's Garage. Oh. Okay. See if I don't have my tip money with me. Shoot. Okay, I probably shouldn't video this too much because he wants like a tip money. So, all right. Okay, so that's kind of it for the old classic cars here. Sorry about the plane. Sorry about the plane. We'll walk this way a little bit, but thank you so much for joining me today. This is not like kind of the end of the show at this point, but thank you so much for joining me for this live presentation. Next week, we'll have another live presentation at Long Beach High Performance Show and Swap Meet. That should be a good one. Lots of cool cars for sale. Usually some pretty good bargains too. So I hope that you'll join me next week for our show. If you haven't already subscribed to the channel, please do so. It really helps. And we also have memberships available too. So don't forget to share, like, and subscribe. And I'll see you next Sunday. Thanks, Mark. And I'll talk to you guys later. Have a great week and stay safe. Bye.